This is Top Preps Player Interviews by Sunil Sunder. Today, I'm happy to be speaking with Rilee Kluesner, a sophomore at Garin Catholic High School in Noblesville, Indiana, pitcher and second baseman on the varsity softball team, and selected as the winner of the Top Preps Exposure Booster Package Interview Contest. Once again, Rilee, thank you for the opportunity. Great to be speaking with you, and congrats on your success playing softball.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, let's talk about it. It said you had an outstanding freshman year again on the varsity softball team, all conference honorable mention, Central Indiana Super Team honorable mention, SCAI Team Academic All State and Defensive Player Award that you received. When you look back, as said on your freshman year, I'm just wondering what comes to mind, and just the fact that again you were able to enjoy such immense success, Rilee.
I had a lot of time, like fun in my freshman year. I have amazing teammates and I got to pitch a lot and I love pitching. Like I would never be asked to not pitch. Like
Hmm.
it's just something I enjoy a lot
That's
and
great.
I love my catcher, so.
Yeah, that's important just to have, that communication, with your catcher in terms of the pitches and then, just being in sequence. In addition to being on the varsity softball team there at Garin Catholic High School, you play travel softball, playing for the Shockwaves, Tarver Valentine, your seventh year playing travel softball. And so you started pitching lessons at 10 years old. You know, again, playing year round, I'm sure it's very beneficial for you, Rilee, just in terms of building up your skills, your fundamentals. Talk about that and, getting to travel around. I'm sure, said to different states and, get, participate and just, go up against the best competition.
Obviously with traveling a lot and like going far, like the car rides are a lot of fun with my family. I like
Mm.
spending time with them. And then getting to see like different parts of the world, like
Mhm.
different states, like that's just a lot of fun, like not staying in one place for softball.
Yeah, that's wonderful to hear. And I know you again been to a number of showcases, prospect camps. I said I was looking. I said of course your ex formerly known as Twitter page. I think Bellarmine, University. There've been a couple of universities there. I mean that's a pretty cool experience. To see, get a taste and a feeling of that. Of the next level. Just describe that, Rilee.
The camps I've gone to, like Bellarmine, have been like a lot of fun. Bellarmine's like one of the schools that I want to go to. I had a lot of fun at their camp and I like the coaches.
Okay.
So I like
Yeah.
going to camps a lot. I'm actually going to one this weekend.
Okay, that's terrific. Hey, let's just backtrack to pitching, because uh, it's important, again, as I said, to have those techniques. And you switched to a new one last year called the tincture pitching with your new pitching instructor, Laura Rock, who has helped you, in terms of your confidence and speed. Just describe that. I mean, that's, again, just adding that to your repertoire and just having someone again who has that background knowledge again is just helped you as said here and just improving your skills.
Switching to tincture pitching was like hard. It's completely like different as like the way you use your body and like mechanics wise. And I
Hmm.
feel like it's helped me a lot as a pitcher and I love it. And I love my pitching instructor.
Yeah, that's great. And then just build upon that in terms of I wanted to get to the strength and conditioning, and just about 9 months ago you started training at the Raymer Strength and Conditioning with Jeremy Raymer. And that's another program, as you said, that has helped you, in terms of on the mound, just in terms of your movements and just again, if you can, just elaborate on that again, how that's helped you along, and just in terms of this past year.
Yeah, at the beginning of each like lesson, we do like speed and like getting moving faster and switching directions faster in like a
Hmm.
safe way. And then we get like a personalized program to us. Like we take an assessment, like what our strengths and weaknesses with our strength. And then we
Hmm.
get to have a personalized program like based on our needs and just to get stronger.
Yeah, I mean that's again that's phenomenal. Just to have that regimen, have that structure in place, that what lies in front of you, and just being able to apply that once you take the mound. Just I mean, speak to that. I mean that's just again just having that confidence, said, and once you again are up there on just towing the rubber and just I said facing the opposition. Just talk about that, Riley.
Um, I used to get like really nervous whenever I would get on the
Yeah.
mound. Now I have a lot more confidence in myself and
Hmm.
I'm always ready to be on the mound to pitch. I like just want to be there on there every chance I get to
Yeah.
show my skills.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear. Hey, just in terms of training for a softball season, there's so much that goes into it. There's a lot of, I mean, rigors, a lot of demands. I mean, on and off the field. We talked about the strength and conditioning, but there's nutrition. There's, the mental health aspect. I mean, there's a lot. Just not the physical, part about it. I mean, what is just like, again, you've now implemented various programs, into your forte, but just what is it? I mean, it's a grind. I mean, just going through it. I mean, again, a lot of long hours, said, you have to put in if you want to be the best at, your position and just, in terms of the game of softball. But, what has really, again, been the keys for you? What's worked out so effectively for you, said in a short amount of time here, of course, in high school and then travel softball.
Well, I drink a lot of water. It's helped me not like it takes care of my body. And I have a
Hmm.
loving family that helps me get through everything. They make sure I'm staying healthy, eating the right things, and not like going over the top and like hurting my body, even though
Hmm.
I am doing a lot. Like I'm still like getting the proper amount of sleep
Hmm.
and that my body isn't hurting and they just check up on me and help me.
Yeah, it's great to have that, said support and said right there with you. Hey, let's just pivot back to Garen Catholic High School, putting that Golden Eagles jersey on at the number 22 every time you take that field. What does it mean to you represent, just personally, just representing the school? I'm sure it's something, you take a lot of pride and joy in.
Yeah, going to a Catholic school is hard. Everything's harder, but I wear that pride and I just love it. It's a good community.
Hmm.
It's like a family, especially in the softball team. Like we're all a big family. We all love each other and we all care for each other.
Yeah, that's fantastic to hear. Okay, talk about playing home games, and then of course those road games are a test, but building up that chemistry, that cohesiveness, with the rest of your teammates, your coaches. Just describe those moments. I mean, how special they are for you, Riley.
Home games are special. We get to play the music we like and just like
Okay.
have fun together and like vibe before the game and
Yeah.
like get to know each other even better, even though we all spend a lot of time with each other, like in
Hmm.
school, because our school is smaller and we get to see each other in the hallways and sometimes have classes together. And we just spend a lot of time together.
Yeah, it's fabulous to hear. Okay, I have to ask you, Riley, any pre-game superstitions, before you take the field, take the mound, and just to get yourself in the zone and I said pumped up, just for again that pitching appearance. Just talk about that.
I don't really have that many
Okay.
because like I don't like ha to have superstitions because then I feel
Yeah.
like if I don't do that, then it'll mess. But
Yeah.
on the mound, I do walk around the same side of the mound but after every
Okay.
so
Okay. Yeah. That's cool. Hey, when I always ask athletes this, like, when they're either again, they're uh up there hitting or pitching, because you're going one on one, I said, with the opposing team. And just what's filtering through your mind, and then of course, as you said, being on the same page with your catcher, and just in terms of mixing up those pitches, really trying to catch, the hitters off guard. What does that entail? What is that, when you're really, again, because again, it takes a lot of perseverance, just in terms of trying to dominate there on the mound.
I always look at the batter and see where they're standing, like in the box. Are they like close to the plate or off the plate? If they're off the plate, I'm probably going to throw it outside, like a curveball. Or if
Hmm.
they're early or late on my first pitch, or if they're like missing it above or below, like that depends on like what pitch I throw.
Hmm.
And I have a good changeup, so I like to throw
Okay.
that. I'm off balance, first pitch. I could throw it any count. So
Yeah.
it's one of my favorite pitches.
Yeah, that's impressive. I mean, just in the fact that, as you mentioned, I mean, having that confidence, the ability in terms of throwing the strikes and everything, and again, catching these hitters off guard with, with an array of pitches. Hey, let's go to Garrett Catholic High School in terms of the support from the student body, the administration, athletic department. What has that meant to you? Said as you enter here your sophomore year and then into next year. I'm sure like in your freshman year that was something that you relied on as well.
Yeah, our trainers come to every game. They give us ice after each game, make sure that our arms are doing good, especially the pitchers and catchers. We have a
Hmm.
good athletic director. He's really nice. He says hi to me every day in the hallway,
Okay.
checks on me, and makes
Yeah.
sure I'm doing good. And everyone's just really nice.
Yeah, again, I think that's so vital to have that again that structure in place in terms of high school, with the administration, athletic department, because if everyone is not on the same page, it can create issues. But the fact that in Catholic High School, you have that, I think again is so critical. Hey, it's just not about being an athlete; it's being about a student athlete. You've been able to excel and flourish in the classroom. There's a 3.42 GPA in honors classes. You're in the peer partners club. It's not easy again to balance that role out, but you've been able to again meet the challenges just in terms of the time management and organization because you have so much ongoing with softball. With practices, I said the games itself, the travel. Uh, Talk about. I mean, I'm sure that's something again you really hang your hat on, like and say like that you're able to achieve all those accolades.
Having honors classes is hard. You have to have good time management.
Hmm.
And I make sure that whenever I get home, before I do anything, before I lay down and relax, I do my homework so I don't like get too comfortable so I can get all my homework done. And I
No, it's great. No, I'm glad. I mean, you're being honest about it. Hey, in turn, I said you've been playing softball for so long. I'm wondering what are some of the intangibles that stand out about this sport that makes you want to come back year after year, Riley?
it's just a really competitive sport, especially when
Mhm.
people who want to play the sport play the sport. It's a really competitive world.
It's
And
great.
I'm lucky so.
Mhm. Hey, I have to ask you this. Do you remember? I mean, of course, when you were younger, first time, you swung a, I said I guess, pitched the ball, took the field, put a uniform on. If you recall that, and just now as look back on that, I'm just wondering what comes to your mind if remember those moments.
I mean, obviously, as playing first time softball, like you're not
Yeah.
great, but you're playing because you want to play the game. You're playing because you think
Yeah.
it's fun and you're around all your friends and
Hmm.
it's just a fun game to play, not because you're trying to get recruited at that point. You're not. You're just there to have
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Hey, first time I guess you put on that uniform for Karen Catholic High School. I mean, as a freshman, and just being able to, of course, learn from the upperclassmen the ropes. I mean, eventually you're going to be there one day, but what was that? I mean, for you, said that moment, that first time that you were on the field with your teammates and
I was
coaches.
really, I was really nervous, but I was up for the
Hmm.
challenge because I knew a lot of people were looking up to me and relying on me to like get the work done, like pitch to those batters. Like it was
Hmm.
real like I was really nervous because I everyone like I didn't want anyone to be disappointed in me, but it all worked out in the end.
Yeah, I think it. I mean, you get those butterflies, yeah, those goosebumps, but like, once I guess you get into again, the games itself and into that rhythm, they basically, said it definitely, ends right there. Hey,
Mm.
you talked about your family and family is important, in terms of supporting you along the journey with softball and with academics as well. I mean, what have they meant to you? I mean, because there's a lot of time, there's a lot of commitment and dedication, to this sport, I'm sure that's something you really bank on, and really, again, just rely on it. It's a necessity. I mean, just to be able to compete at this level, and again, year after year.
Yeah, I love my family. My mom and dad take me everywhere because I can't drive yet, and they put in a lot of, even when I'm putting in a
Yeah.
lot of work, they're putting in just as much work, taking me to lessons and
Hmm.
paying for stuff. Like, it's just helped me a lot, and I'm
Yeah.
really grateful for them.
Yeah, that's beautiful to hear. Now I know you said one of your hobbies is reading. It's just the fact that because again, there's so much pressure, to again succeed in this, in softball, and they need to kick back and need to clear your mind. What are those moments like? Just the fact that you can step away and just not have to focus and just have that that respite, have that safe space, and be able to just enjoy life. Talk about that.
Yeah, I like reading. It calms me. I get to step away and be in a quiet space in my room and just like enjoy the book and what's going on and like step away
Hmm.
from the world around me and be in the world of the book.
Yeah, that's it's great to hear. Hey, I wanted to ask you about social media. You said I know it's something that you've really focused in on and have tapped into that. I mean, of course, there's X formerly known as Twitter, and that uh, again, being the winner of the top Preps Exposure Booster Package interview with GBR GFX, now creating the image. I'm sure that was just again over the top and exciting for you to be selected as the winner. But how much, I mean, has social media just really again helped you give you that extra added boost and the visibility as well?
Yeah, have like winning this was really exciting for me.
Yeah.
I want a lot of coaches, like a lot more coaches to see me and see what I'm about and
Hmm.
like my skills and like
Yeah.
on Twitter, like when I go to camps, like had coaches tell me that they've seen my Twitter and that they like it and I'm doing good and I'm just like it's helped me a lot. And
Yeah, yeah, it's again terrific to hear. And I think Riley, said for being a sophomore in high school, uh, you're so well spoken and composed, and I think just a great role model for a lot of the younger kids and athletes out there. And again, we've talked about how competitive it's out there, and it just what advice and message would you give to those kids and athletes out there? I'm sure you at one point trying to figure out what sport to play, what you're
hmm,
good at, and just, again, trying to navigate those uncharted waters and trying to figure out, okay, what sport am I good? I see myself, playing, for years to come and eventually in college. What would you say to them, if they were watching this?
I would say to never forget the reason you started this sport. You started this sport to have fun and be with the people you love. Like I have a little
Hmm.
sister, she looks up to me and she plays softball. And
Okay.
before softball, I played volleyball too,
Okay.
and travel volleyball also. And like
Yeah.
you just got to do what you love.
Yeah, I think that's sound advice. We've seen it, again, the growth of softball, how popular it is. I mean, we're talking about, whether it's, with travel, it's with, varsity softball, it's, in college, professional. I mean, for you, like, to be in this moment, to be part of this movement and to see where the game is going. I mean, it's, of course, now with, as I said, social media with, games being streamed, online, uh, people in person, you got large crowds now, like, I said, with travel softballs, especially. Um, just for women in sports, it's, I think, again, so crucial. I mean, just talk about that, speak to, I mean, I'm sure you see that, every place that you travel to, uh, just again, just it's something that I'm sure that you definitely, it's there in the back of your mind.
Yeah, softball has gotten really big and it's kind of
Mm.
exciting because like I want to be a part of that and be a part of something big beyond like
Mm.
television. That's really cool. Like
Yeah.
seeing people I look up to and softballs everywhere you go. You can't
Yeah.
escape it.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I mean, I said it's year round, so it's just it really doesn't matter, said which place and even with the weather as well. Hey, Riley, I wanted to give you the final word and message here, which is well deserved for family, friends, teammates, coaches, Garin Catholic High School, the varsity softball team, of course your travel team, the student body administration athletic department, Garin Catholic High School, and community in Noblesville, Indiana. I'm sure there are a lot of people that you want to thank here, Riley.
Yeah, I'm just so grateful for everyone in my life. I'm thankful for my travel coaches. They've taught me so much and helped me grow as a person. And my school ball coaches, they're so nice and comforting, and they help me through a lot, especially in
Hmm.
school ball. You go through a lot, like dealing with academics and softball. It's hard, and they just really help me. And my family, they've helped me a lot. And they're always there for me no matter what. Even when we're upset with each other, they're just always there for me no matter what. And I'm really thankful for everyone that I have in my life.
Yeah, that's fabulous to hear. I wanted to wrap it up, but I wanted to quickly ask you. I said you're a sophomore. After this, you'll have 2 additional years left. I mean, does that sink in? Like, you still have plenty of time, ahead of you. And as I said, the success that you've already attained to this point. I mean, just to keep it in perspective, I mean, just do you realize, I mean, just like, and recognize, I mean, just again, how far you moved up the ladder in a short amount of time. I just had to ask you that in closing.
Yeah, I was at a camp the other weekend and
Yeah.
I just realized like how close I was getting to college. Like I'm either like last year it felt so far, but this year
Yeah.
it's close, even though like I can't really be recruited yet, like
Yeah.
fully, it still feels like I'm running out of time and
Yeah.
I'm really excited for what's in my future.
Yeah, no, definitely up. Hey, Riley, a true honor and privilege being able to speak with you. Again, congrats on your success
Thank you.
playing softball. There again, there's plenty as said again ahead for you, and wishing you all the best, and looking forward to again seeing more of your accomplishments. Especially on X, formerly known as Twitter.
Thank you.
Thank you.